America was not built on luck. It was not handed down by chance. It was carved out of stone and steel by men and women who refused to bow to fear. The railroads that cross the continent, the light that burns in every city, the skyscrapers that scrape the heavens. These are monuments of the human mind, disciplined, focused, and unyielding. The greatest weapon in history has never been the sword, never been the gun. It has always been the mind. For within the mind lies the power to turn poverty into fortune, rejection into empires, failure into legacy. And here is the truth you must face. The battlefield is not out there in the streets. It is within you. Your thoughts will either enslave you or set you free. Your discipline will either shape your destiny or destroy it. And in this moment, the question before you is this: will you remain a prisoner of doubt, or will you train your mind for success? They say the greatest battlefield is not out there in the world, but within the corridors of your own mind. It is the quiet wars no one sees, the battles of doubt, fear, hesitation, and distraction that determine whether you rise to greatness or sink into mediocrity. Every empire, every invention, every fortune ever built began not with money, not with connections, not with luck, but with thought. A single thought, charged with belief, disciplined by vision, and followed with relentless action, has built the skyscrapers that kiss the heavens and the machines that shrink the world into the palm of your hand. But here is the truth few will ever tell you: your mind is not yet your ally. Left undisciplined, it is your greatest enemy. It will whisper excuses when you need courage. It will seduce you with comfort when destiny calls for sacrifice. It will replay the wounds of the past when your future begs for focus. To succeed, you must do what the masses will never do. You must train your mind as a warrior trains his sword. You must sharpen it, discipline it, command it. Think of the giants who came before us. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before birthing the light that still burns in our cities. Andrew Carnegie built steel empires not because he had more resources, but because he trained his mind to see opportunity where others only saw dirt and iron. Walt Disney stood bankrupt, rejected, and ridiculed. Yet his mind held a vision so unshakable it would later paint entire worlds of imagination. Abraham Lincoln faced defeat after defeat, heartbreak after heartbreak. Yet his trained mind carried him to the highest office in the land, and his resolve preserved a nation. These men were not gods. They were mortals, flesh and blood like you. The difference was not circumstance. The difference was the mastery of mind. They understood that every outward success is nothing but the echo of an inner victory. Your mind is soil. Every day, seeds fall upon it. Seeds of fear, seeds of faith, seeds of doubt, seeds of determination. The question is not whether seeds will fall. The question is which you will water. Because what you feed will grow, and what grows will rule you. Most people water their weeds. They feed on gossip, negativity, failure, limitation. They scroll endlessly, consume blindly, and wonder why their harvest is weak. But those who train their mind choose differently. They feed on vision. They water the seed of discipline. They nurture faith until it grows into a towering oak of unshakable belief. Training your mind begins with a single decision: to take command of your thoughts instead of letting them command you. You must watch them like a guardian at the gates of a kingdom. When doubt tries to enter, you say, "Not today." When fear whispers of your inadequacy, you drown it with the voice of purpose. When laziness tempts you to abandon your path, you remember the generations yet unborn who will walk freer because you did not surrender. Do you think Henry Ford was smarter than his peers? No. Many thought he was a fool when he said he would build a car for the common man. But Ford trained his mind to persist when others mocked him. He trained his mind to seek solutions when problems towered like mountains. And because he mastered his thoughts, he mastered his destiny. This is your call. To train your mind is to claim the birthright of kings and builders. It is to say, I will not be a slave to fear. I will not be chained by doubt. I will not live as a spectator while others play the game of destiny. It is to step onto the battlefield of life armed with a mind so disciplined, so focused, so resilient, that nothing, no failure, no rejection, no storm, can break you. Do not confuse training the mind with positive thinking alone. Positive thinking is a spark, but without discipline it fades into smoke. True training means you confront the dark corners of your mind and command them into order. It means you rise each morning with the discipline of a soldier and the vision of a prophet. It means you do not merely dream. You condition your thoughts, shape your beliefs, and direct your actions until reality bows to your will. Understand this: the world will test you. It will place obstacles in your path. It will laugh at your ambition. It will doubt your worth. It will tempt you to quit. And if your mind is untrained, you will collapse. But if your mind is fortified, you will rise, not despite the obstacles, but because of them. The storm will not break you. It will forge you. Every man and woman who has risen from obscurity to greatness has passed through the same fire. The difference lies only in this: they trained their mind to see the fire not as destruction, but as purification. They embraced pain as the sculptor of strength, rejection as the test of faith, failure as the tuition of wisdom. They rewired their thoughts until what others called impossible became inevitable. And so I ask you now, are you ready to take command of the most powerful weapon you will ever possess? Are you ready to train your mind for success? To train your mind for success, you must begin with belief. Not the shallow kind of belief that collapses under the first sign of struggle, but the kind that anchors you when the storms of life try to tear you apart. Belief is the seed of all creation, the starting point of every triumph. Without it, your vision is a fantasy. With it, even mountains move. Napoleon Hill once declared, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." These words have outlived generations because they are etched into the foundation of human progress. Every great breakthrough was born in the furnace of belief. The Wright brothers were told men could never fly, yet their belief in flight lifted mankind off the ground. Edison's 10,000 failures would have crushed the faith of an ordinary man, but his belief turned night into day. Belief is not blind. It is not wishful thinking. It is disciplined conviction. It is choosing to trust in your vision even when reality has not yet caught up. Belief says, "I will keep going, not because the evidence supports me now, but because I know that persistence will create the evidence later." Without this force, your goals remain castles in the air. With it, you lay stone upon stone until castles rise from the ground. But belief without clarity is wasted energy. A trained mind must know where it is going. Imagine a soldier with unmatched courage but no direction. His power is scattered, his firepower wasted. This is what happens to those who believe but lack clarity. They work, they hustle, they grind, but without purpose, their effort leads nowhere.